Hi, it's Susan here from Mobuzz on Wednesday the 27th of April, and today we're talking about all things mobile. European aviation regulators have cleared the way for use of mobile phones and BlackBerry devices on Airbus planes from September. Airlines such as Ryanair, BMI and Air France have already signed up for the system. You'll be able to make phone calls, roam the net and send SMSs with the on-air system, and prices are apparently in accordance with the international roaming charges. So are we now going to have to listen to someone babbling away while we try to sleep during a night flight? Absolutely not, because one of the good things about this system is that the pilot is able to block the phone signal for night flights, so you'll still be able to sleep soundly if you are one of those lucky sleepers who's actually able to sleep on planes. I wish they could develop a system to stop those kids behind you from screaming, you know, like a mute button or something. So what better phone to use on the plane but the new iPhone, which has both a Wi-Fi and a phone signal? As the iPhone D-Day is almost upon us, what have Apple enthusiasts been up to? Well, remember the days when people used to queue for Rolling Stone concert tickets, or Star Wars releases, or even the Harry Potter books? The same fanaticism seems to apply to these iPhones. Must have one of them now, people! People have started queuing from yesterday. Here you can see why this man, who is the first in line at the Soho store in New York, is there at such an early stage.
Well, two reasons. First, you know, at the Apple store by me in Huntington, they're not going to allow, you know, the mall security is not going to allow you to line up early. This and Soho are allowing you to line up early. That's number one.
Remembering that some Apple stores are not allowing you to line up early, I hope there won't be a massive crush in Huntington though come Friday.
Number two is, you know, I don't want to be around the corner, you know, and being like either one of the last people to get an iPhone or not at all. That's why I'm the first one here.
Wow, this guy doesn't even want to be one of the last people to get the iPhone. The last people, that is, of the first people, if you know what I mean. So who else might we find in this particular in crowd?
Essentially, primarily I'm here for the experience. I'm hoping to get a present for my dad. His birthday's coming up June 30th, and there's also the possibility of buying one and being able to donate it to charity. Or I'd like to raise money for taproot foundations.
What present might he think of buying his dad? And he's talking about charity? There seems to be a little bit of a dichotomy in between Apple lovers spending 4 days queuing, desperate to get their hands on the almighty iPhone, and this guy on a charitable or spiritual mission. I guess this launch is like the Woodstock of 2007 for some people. If you like to have a little of a different sort of fun with your phone, have you thought about competing in the Mobile Phone Throwing Championships? Started originally in Finland, from next month there will be competitions both there and in the UK. The requirements? Well, it's open to all ages, as long as you can throw, I guess. Wow, was that Michael Moore? Apparently the competition will be starting up in more locations, so keep an eye out for one of them in your area, as it looks like a lot of fun. I wonder if anyone will throw in an iPhone into the mix. I mean, it's really flat, so it would make a good ricochet shot, right? Although probably not, because they have the 2-year contract obligation with AT&T. Staying with mobile phones, as of this summer, Russians will be able to send text messages to ensure that the vodka they are drinking is legitimate. Sound crazy? Well, 40,000 people have died in Russia over the last year as a result of drinking bad vodka. Now when they buy a bottle of it, they need to look at the serial number on the bottom and send a text to the number, and will get a response via SMS certifying the product or not. I guess this is certainly one of the advantages of not having a very open market, as the company behind this scheme actually sells 60% of all the hard liquor in Russia. But for me this opens a few questions. A lot of the problem vodka is bought on the black market, as people buying it can't afford the more expensive brands. So I'm guessing if they can't afford the more expensive brands, they'll still be buying on the black market, which probably won't have codes on the bottom, and if they can't afford the official vodka brands, they probably can't afford mobile phones either. finally, mobile phones, as we've seen, have been used for lots of things, from throwing competitions to basic sending SMSs. But now Italian directors have finished filming a full-length feature film entitled New Love Meetings, entirely on the Nokia N90. They were trying to replicate the 1965 documentary Love Meetings by Pasolini, and said that the mobile phone allowed people to open up more easily than a large camera with lights normally would. Which I guess is kind of important when you're talking about love. See you all tomorrow. I'm off to make my own film.